green main home.
Nice.
Henry,
You back him, Henry.
It's
Henry's
you know,
the
what's-
best.
what's-
Henry back him.
I said, Dad, you have any cookies? So here's what he shows up. Just what I shouldn't have.
Henry's the man.
Just what I shouldn't
You
have.
don't have it then,
No, that would be any fun.
you shouldn't have done.
No.
Oh, by the way, just a little trivia point, that there is related to the word vayagar, to be
Oh.
afraid. Right?
Ger is
Yeah.
related to Vayagar, to be afraid.
Yeah, same root, same thing.
Where do you see Vayagar used to be afraid?
Oh,
Vayagar, in the Chumash, it says vayagar means to be afraid.
Where?
I'll find it.
I'm not familiar with it, but okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what, I thought it was interesting that they put the two together. I was listening on JBS, this guy from Machon Hadar was going through the word ger, the toshav.
Did he mention that?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't remember
You don't remember
Vayagar being used
afraid?
as afraid, but okay.
Interesting. I thought it was an
I can't believe I
interesting,
did some work outside today, which I like to do. I did some work outdoors today, and it's something to my back, which I had a bad back to begin with, but this is a different area of my back. And it's really. How's Mark Gersten doing?
Rabbi, do you want?
Mark is in rehab.
Right.
In Yirtzeh Hashem, getting
Mark
better
Gersten?
every day. Mark Gersten.
What's wrong with
He had a hip replacement.
Oh,
So it's a,
That's a young man.
you know,
Mark, no.
he's younger than me,
See how
I
he
think.
has to walk, because
You know what I heard?
he's, he must wear his hip out, because he has, very common.
okay.
It's a lot of common.
Is
Rabbi,
what-
what is it that Mark Gersten has?
He has Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
So who you talking
Mark
Gersten.
Gersten, who sits here.
about? Oh, sorry, I was in Twisky, sorry.
No.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Let's get going. We are chapter 23, verse 25, Chav Gimel, Chav Hey, as we move through Mishpatim. You'll find the pasuk on page 438. Torah tells us, V'avadatem es Hashem Elokechem. After telling us that in the previous pasuk, pasuk 24, the Torah tells us, Lo sishtachaveh leElohehem, you shall not bow down to their gods, meaning the gods of the people who inhabit the land that you're going to conquer. V'lo sa'avdeim, and you shall not worship them. V'lo sa'aseh kima'asehem, and don't do like their actions. We spent some time on that last week. Ki hareis teharsem v'shaber teshaber matzeh vosehem. You have to completely eradicate, completely destroy their avodah zarah. And now this pasuk tells us the flip side of the coin. And what is that? Va'avadata es Hashem Elokechem, that you shall serve the Lord your God. Uveirach es lachmecha, and he will bless your bread. Ve'es meimecha, and your water. V'hasirosi machala mikirbecha, and I will remove, says God, the disease from among you. I remove disease from among you. We'll just continue on to see this, some more of this, because it's really the idea continues. Lo siyeh mishakela va'akara be'artzecha. There will not be a woman who miscarries or a woman who is barren in your land. Es mispar yamecha amale, the number of your days I will fill. Right? So these are brachos that HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises us as a result of worshiping Him. Now, what are these, what basically are these things? And we'll have to talk about what Va'avadatem means. But what is Hashem promising us? Hashem is promising us 4 maybe 5, but 4 very rooted, easily defined principles. Number 1, uveirach es lachmecha. He will bless our bread, right? He will bless our bread. What does it mean exactly, he will bless our bread? So that's the subject of some dispute among the Meforshim. What does it mean when it says he will bless our bread? So our understanding is that there will be plenty of food, that we won't suffer famine. He will bless our bread. Secondly, ve'esmei mecha, and he will also bless our water. These are the 2 fundamentals of life, bread and water. You can exist with bread and water. It might not be so delicious. You might not gain a lot of weight, but you'll certainly survive. You can survive on a diet of bread and water. But the Meforshim take it even beyond simply bread and water. Bread is meant here as a paradigm of all foods that you eat. Water is meant here as a paradigm of all things that you drink. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make sure that the food that we eat and the liquids that we drink will be in abundance. That's what it means, uvarech es lachmecha ve'esmei mecha. That he will bless our bread and our water along those lines. Now, we're going to have to deal with this because there is a very clear principle that we've invoked time and time again that says, schar mitzvah b'hai alma leka. There is no reward in this world for doing mitzvos. The reward for doing mitzvos is where? In olam haba, not in this world. We don't get rewarded in this world for doing mitzvos. What does this sound like to you? Sounds like a reward, right? If I serve Hashem, what's going to happen?
The quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo. I serve Hashem, and as a result of that, Hashem is going to reward me. How is he going to reward me? He's going to reward me with an abundance of food. He is going to reward me with an abundance of what to drink. He is going to reward me because there will not be any woman who miscarries. He is going to reward me because there will not be anyone who's barren.
Sounds like a messianic existence.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. And it seems to all be contingent on if we serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, va'avadetem es Hashem Elokeichem. Right? Now, we're going to have to grapple with how do we fit this